Good day, everyone. My name is Janruiti Ruedas, and I am one of the co-teachers in Group 7. And I am here in front of you to present our topic, which is Vygotsky's Sociocultural Theory of Cognitive Development. This theory, developed by Lev Vygotsky, highlights the critical role of social interaction and culture in shaping how we learn and grow cognitively. So, without further ado, let us dive into our topic. In the early 20th century, a Russian psychologist named Lev Vygotsky developed a theory of cognitive development in children known as Lev Vygotsky's Sociocultural Theory of Cognitive Development. So, what is sociocultural theory by Vygotsky? Well, the main assumption of this theory is cognitive development in other childhood is advanced through social interaction with other people, particularly those who are more skilled. So, in other words, unlike Piaget's theory, Vygotsky proposed that social learning comes before cognitive development in children, and that children construct knowledge actively. So, ang gipasabot diri ni Vygotsky nga mas naguna ang social learning before sa cognitive development. Nang it depends daw sa kanang makasalamuha niya with other people, particularly those who are more skilled. So, kinsa mo to mga more skilled? Mo to sila ang MKO, or also known as more knowledgeable other. Vygotsky's cognitive development theory postulates that social interaction is fundamental through cognitive development. So, this theory emphasizes that the crucial role of social interaction in learning and cognitive growth. He proposed that children learn through guided interactions with MKO, also known as more knowledgeable others. So, unsa man yung mga more knowledgeable others? Mo ni sila ang teachers, parents, or peers. This concept helps them acquire skills and knowledge beyond their current abilities, a concept called the zone of proximal development. Vygotsky's theory comprised of concepts such as culture-specific tools, language, and thought in their interdependence, and the zone of proximal development. So, unsa man ni sila silang tulo kaning culture-specific tools, language, and zone of proximal development. Kaning usahon na to. Kaning culture-specific tools, mo na siya ang cognitive development na gi-shape by tools, symbols, and practices unique to child's culture. Kaning ang mga example na nila nga tools kay mo na yung language, writing, and technology, which are passed down through social interactions and help children navigate their environment. Number 2 is language and thought in interdependence. Vygotsky emphasized that language plays a central role in cognitive development. Initially, thought and language develop separately, but over time they become interconnected. Language acts as a tool for thinking, problem solving, and internalizing knowledge. Last one is the zone of proximal development. Ang kaning zone proximal development, ito lang ni itakol unya. Vygotsky emphasized that culture acts as a mediator in shaping cognitive abilities such as learning, memory, attention, and problem solving through social interactions and cultural practices. Children acquire tools and strategies that influence how they process information and solve problems. So, para mas masabtan pa ninyo, magkuhan kong example. For example, a child learning math and one culture might use abacuses, katong mga circle-circle to ana-ana ba. Now, while another one might use calculators. These tools shape how the child approaches and understands problem solving. In Vygotsky's view, these tools are transmitted through social interactions, making culture a vital foundation for cognitive growth. Vygotsky has developed a socio-cultural approach to cognitive development. He developed his theories at around the same time as Jean Piaget was starting to develop his ideas. Although they both believe that learners are curious and active participants in their own development and learning, yet they also differ in their views on how human cognition develops. So, sila dua daw, believe daw nila na ang learners are curious and active participant in their own development and learning, but they also differ in their views on how human cognition develops. So na sila kanang tagsa-tagsa nila nga kanang philosophy. Here are a table comparing Vygotsky's sociocultural theory and Piaget's cognitive development theory. Learning is, in Vygotsky's sociocultural theory, Vygotsky said that learning is a social process where interaction with others, peers, adults facilitates cognitive development, while Piaget says learning is more solitary, where children act as lone scientists exploring and constructing knowledge. Number 2 is development. Development is driven by, on Vygotsky said that development is driven by input from others, particularly on more knowledgeable others, or also known as MKOs, who provide guidance and support. While on the other hand, Piaget said that development is driven by the resolution of conflicts between stages, as children adapt their thinking through assimilation and accommodation. Number 3 is context. Vygotsky said that development varies depending on the social and cultural context, as culture shapes tools and learning experiences, while Piaget says that development is universal, with all children going through the same stages regardless of cultural differences. Number 4 is knowledge. Vygotsky said that knowledge is constructed through collaboration with others in social interactions, while Piaget said that knowledge is constructed individually, as children learn through their own explorations and experiments. Number 5 is stages. Vygotsky said that no fixed stages, meaning development is continuous and influenced by interaction and culture, while Piaget said that yes, cognitive development occurs in distinct stages. Example is sensory-motor, pre-operational, concrete, operational, formal, operational. Number 6, link, hearing or development. Vygotsky said that learning precedes development, as social learning leads to cognitive growth. Example is within the zone of proximal development, while Piaget said that development precedes learning, as children need to reach certain developmental stages to grasp complex concepts. Number 7 is role of language. Vygotsky stated that language is essential, as it drives thought and mediates learning, while Piaget said that thought drives language development. Language reflects the child's existing cognitive abilities. The last one is speech. Vygotsky said that social speech evolves into inner speech, or also known as self-directed thought, through internalization of social interaction. While Piaget said that egocentric speech means talking to oneself eventually becomes social speech as children develop communication skills. These comparisons highlights the differences in how the two theories view learning, development, and the role of social interaction. On Vygot on Vygotsky's concept of zone of development, as it is well known, Vygotsky is most recognized for his concept of zone of proximal development in the context of cognitive development in children. The zone of proximal development, also referred as zone of potential development, refers to the range of abilities an individual can perform with the guidance of an expert but cannot yet perform on their own. Here are the three distinct categories where a learner may fall in terms of their skill set. Number 1 is task a learner cannot accomplish with assistance. So, kani number 1 kay example, kanang ang 5-year-old mong tudloan kuan kanang ay sa math kung atong istoryahan kay math nga ay mong itudloan kay 5 years old na imong itudlo nga topic sa math is about algebra or trigonometry, so dili gina mo kuan gid no. Minsan pag may expert nga magtudlo sa 5 years old, dili gina mo gana. So number 2 is task a learner can accomplish with assistance. So dire kanang saan when a learner is close to mastering a skill set required to complete a task but still needs the guidance of an expert to do so, they are considered to be in their zone of proximal development. So ang example is katong kuan, di ba, imbis trigonometry ang metodlo, kuan na lang since 5 years old man kung mo siyang tudloan o addition, so mamaster ginan niya nga skill kay mamaster ginan niya nga kuan kana nga pag addition kay since naman na siya sa kuan part mo na sa maabot mo na siyang kuan zone of proximal development. And last one is number 3, task a learner can accomplish without assistance. So mao na ni kanang kuan, no need nag assistance mao na to katong kuan 5 years old nga kuan nakakaton nag kanang addition ba, no need na siya magpatudlo kay expert naman siya to.
Hello guys, my name is Derek Chiningas Kasubong and my topic is more knowledgeable other and social interaction. So the more knowledgeable other refers to someone who has more expertise or knowledge than the learner in a particular area. This could be a teacher, a peer with more experience, a mentor, or even a resource like a textbook or a website. The MKO plays a critical role in helping the learner advance through their zone of proximal development, known as ZPD, which is a key concept in Vygotsky theory. The MKO provides guidance, support, and feedback to help the learner understand new concepts or solve problems they wouldn't be able to handle independently. This guidance typically occurs in the following ways. First, scaffolding. The MKO provides temporary support or structure to help the learner achieve tasks that are within their developmental capacity but would be too difficult without assistance. Next is instructions and feedback. The MKO direct attention to specific aspect of a task, asks guiding questions, or provides corrections to help the learner improve. So, next is the zone of proximal development, the ZPD. The ZPD is the gap between what a learner can do independently and what they can do with guidance from an MKO. Through interactions with more knowledge individuals, Learners can stretch their abilities and gradually achieve tasks independently. Essentially, the MKO's rules is to work within the ZPD to help the learner advance their skills. So, natin ito kabuok. The independent learning of ZPD o beyond ZPD. The independent learning task that learner can already do on their own. ZPD tasks that the learner cannot do alone but can do with the help of an MKO. Beyond ZPD, tasks that are too difficult even with help, the learner is not yet ready for this. So social interactions and learning, Vygotsky believed that learning is inherently social, unlike other cognitive theories that emphasize individual learning processes. Social cultural theory the social interaction is crucial to cognitive development. So first is the collaborative learning. Through interactions, learners exchange ideas, share perspectives, and receive feedback from others. These collaborations help them refine their understanding, solve problems, and learn new strategies. Second is the language and thought. According to Vygotsky, language is a key tool for cognitive development. It is through language that children internalize knowledge and transform their thoughts. Social interactions provides the opportunity for language to be used as a tool for learning, whether through discussions with an MKO or engaging in dialogue with peers. Third is cultural tools and practices. Learning is also shaped by the cultural tools and practices present in the learner's environment. These tools, like technology or art forms, are passed on through social interactions and help shape how we think and act in the world. The role of social interactions in development. Through social interactions with more knowledgeable others, learners are able to first acquire new skills. Learners practice new tasks and concepts with guidance from the MKO. Second, problem solve. MKOs challenge learners by guiding them through more complex problems. 3 is internalize knowledge. As learners engage with the MKO, they internalize new knowledge in processes, making them part of their cognitive structure. For example, a child might not be able to solve a complex math problem on their own, but can do so with the help of a teacher or a more experienced peer. Through interactions, the child gradually gains the skills to solve similar problems independently. In summary, MKO, someone with more expertise or knowledge who guides the learner. Social interactions, central to Vygotsky theory, involves exchanges that help learners progress in their ZPD. 3. Learning through social interactions. Vygotsky argued that learning happens best through active engagement and collaboration, particularly when learners work with others who can provide guidance and support.
Good evening everyone, my name is Jeffrey Pastelio and my topic today is all about scaffolding. Scaffolding is a key concept of Lev Vygotsky's social-cultural theory of learning, referring to the supports that more knowledgeable person, such as a teacher, mentor, or peer provides to help a learner accomplish tasks they cannot yet complete independently. The idea is to guide the learner through a process of development by suffering structured assistance, which is gradually removed as the learner gains competence. Example: imagine child learning how to solve a math problem. If the child is struggling with the concepts like subtractions, a teacher might start by modeling process, guiding the child through the steps and offering prompts. As the child gains confidence and understanding, the teacher slowly steps back, reducing their own involvement under the child can solve similar problems on their own.
Hello everyone, I'm RGD Generale and my topic is Vygotsky and language. So, Lev Vygotsky emphasizes the critical role of language in cognitive development, viewing it as a both communication tool and means of shaping thoughts. He outlined 3 stages of language development, which is the social speech, egocentric speech, and self-guiding talk. So, Vygotsky's stages of language development explains how children use language as they grow. For example, the social speech, the first stages of language development, which is 0 to 3 years old. Language is used to communicate with others. For example, babies and toddlers use language to talk to others and share their needs. And the second stage is the egocentric speech, which is 3 to 7 years. Children talk aloud to themselves to guide their actions and solve problems. This later becomes internalized. So for example, young children talk out loud to themselves to think through tasks and solve problems. And lastly, the last stages of language development is inner speech. 7 plus years or 7 and above years, language becomes silent and internal, used for complex mental activities. For example, as the children matures, children starts thinking silently in their heads, using language for more complex ideas and decision. So that is the three outlined stage of language development by Vygotsky. So, language facilitates learning through social interaction, particularly within the zone of proximal development, which is ZPD, where guidance helps learners bridge gaps in understanding. Vygotsky also highlighted the importance of cultural tools like symbols and writing in enhancing cognition. His idea underscores the importance of dialogue, scaffolding, and collaborative learning in education. So, language in Vygotsky view is both the medium and the driver of cognitive growth, connecting social interaction with internal thought process. And thank you. That's all.
The 4 levels of scaffolding by the more knowledgeable adder, also known as MKO, align with a gradual release of responsibility to the learner. Below is an explanation and example for each level. Number 1 is I do, you watch. The MKO demonstrates the task while the learner observes. Example aning is kuan nang ako may MKO, ako may more knowledgeable adder. Ako i-demonstrate ang task niya, ang learner kay mag-observe. Example is a teacher solving a math problem on the board, explaining each step a student watch. Number 2 is I do, you help. The more knowledgeable adder still leads the task but encourages the learner to contribute or assist in parts of the process. Example is ang teacher nag-solve og math problem na pangutan ng students kung unsay sunod na ibutang, such as choosing the operation. Number 3 is you do, I help. The learner takes the lead in completing the task, but the MKO provides support and guidance when needed. So, ang learner na maghimo na ang MKO kay matabang na lang. Last one is you do, I watch. The learner performs the task independently while the more knowledgeable adder observes and provides feedback if necessary. Example is kanang student nag-solve og math problem tibuok sa siyang kagalingon while ang teacher nag-observe ra, only intervening if the student requests help or makes a major error. So this progression ensures that learners build confidence and competence at each stage, gradually moving toward full independence while still having the necessary support from the more knowledgeable adults.